some easy outfit ideas to get you through the rest of the summer, what I did this week in New York City, some fabulous finds. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Kura, and I believe that when you feel good, you look good. So on this channel, I show you how to take fashion and use it as a tool to help you look and feel your best. So by the time this video is uploaded on Sundays at 9 o'clock, we have 6 weeks left of summer. And though to some that's not enough and to others it's time to go on to fall, we can all agree that by this time and this point in the summer and this heat, particularly on the East Coast where we have ridiculous humidity, the last thing we want to think about is our outfit and how to look cute going about our business. So there are some really easy outfit ideas that you don't have to think about that I personally have been using just so I can stay as cool as possible and also look as cute as possible to get through these last few weeks of summer. So I have said time and time again, and if you have been with me for a while, particularly if you have been with me from summer to summer to summer, you know that I am hands down a dress girl during the summer, whether it's short or long. However, this summer I've definitely been wearing more long dresses, and I'm not quite sure why. It's just easier, it's flowy, it's just super comfortable. Depending on the dress that I'm wearing, it can just feel like a sheet draped over my body with some cute sandals. I know that there are people that absolutely despise dresses. I think perhaps because a dress often means that you have to be a little prissy. And if I'm being honest, that's actually the reason why, or one of the reasons why I like dresses. I told you guys before that I like a clutch because it makes you like move a little slower and think more about your movements. I feel the same way about a dress. I move slower, I think more about my movements. When wearing a dress, I have to be a bit more aware of what I'm doing, which makes me slow down and makes it really, really prissy. And I know that's not everybody's thing, but that's why I love it. However, if you are one of those people that want nothing to do with the prissiness that comes with wearing a dress, there are other ways to wear it. In fact, there are many ways and styles to wear a dress that can fit many different types of people. And I feel like these 3 ladies are a good representation of different ways to wear a long dress that doesn't necessarily have to be just like me. If you are a sneakers type of gal and you love a bit more sporty of a look, why not try to pair a pair of your favorite sneakers, tennis shoes, whatever you call them where you're from. Why not try to pair a pair of sneakers with a beautiful long flowy dress, depending on the dress, because it doesn't go with every dress. But I love what she did here in that she had the pink laces in her sneakers tie in with the pink laces in her dress. I even love that she played with color, and instead of adding a black purse or a purple purse to match the dress or a white purse to match the sneakers, she took out this beautiful Christian Dior burgundy bag to wear with this, and it looks phenomenal. This is a great lesson in color theory in that you don't have to, I'm going to keep saying it, the colors don't have to be the exact match. In fact, when you wear some colors that go together as opposed to matching identically, it gives it a more, in my opinion, it gives it a more effortless look. And I think this is what she accomplished here. And then some really simple jewelry, some brown tortoiseshell sunglasses, and she was on her way. I'm not the biggest fan of sneakers if you're not new here, even though I do have some, but I love what she did to make this dress a little more sporty. If you are someone who's a little more sleek and it's just tired of thinking about outfits, I think this is a great way to do so. A slip dress is going to get you through every time, and it doesn't have to be exactly black. This is just the first one that I saw, but pairing this black slip dress with layered necklaces gives it a little more interest. We know that scarves are having a big moment right now, so tying this around her hair is a great little accessory that could be used forever, right? So many things can be worn with this slip dress. A slip dress can be dressed up or dressed down. I could see this at dinner, I could see this at vacation, and I can also see this with some beautiful canvas tennis shoes, right? Just really more relaxed. So I love what she did here. And this is something that I've worn very recently, very similar, down to even the bag. That is a vintage Bottega bag that I also have. I have a dress, I have several dresses that are very similar to this, and not too over-the-top jewelry, just some really dainty day-to-day jewelry. I love day-to-day jewelry. I also have some bold jewelry, don't get me wrong, but when it's hot, I don't want much jewelry touching me. I don't want anything too much touching me. In fact, if you see me out, most of the time my hair is up because I can't stand anything touching me when it is this warm. So I actually love what she did here. Like I said, I've just worn this, and there's nothing to this outfit. It's literally just a dress. Now I know some people would wear tennis shoes or sneakers, whatever you call them, but this I particularly wouldn't, because there's something about this dress that leans very feminine to me, but I'm sure that somebody could and make this look really cool. What I love about dresses is that it is the outfit. You don't really have to think too much about accessories, especially if you have your daily jewelry, your sunglasses, and pick up your favorite bag. There's not much to think about. This is another reason why I absolutely love dresses. And because it is the end of the season, I did find some great dresses. Another very easy summer outfit that you don't have to think about is either a t-shirt and shorts or a collar shirt and shorts, right? It's probably one of the first things you think about when you are running out the door, but they don't have to be boring. Again, if you have your basics but also have a little bit of flair in your closet, this will get you through the rest of the summer. And I feel like these three ladies did a great job of illustrating what I mean by classics, but also giving a little bit of zhuzh. So starting with the most basic outfit, but not basic at all, a white t-shirt and a white pair of shorts. Now, whether you like your shorts longer or in a different style, the premise of a white t-shirt and white pair of shorts is just easy. What she did here, and what I feel like makes the outfit, is the added accessories. When it gets toward the end of the summer, when it's really hot, your accessories save you. Whether it's dainty jewelry or whatever, or a hat, that's really what saves you, right? She has on some strappy espadrilles, it looks like, and if you don't like espadrilles or you don't like wedges, they could be flat sandals, it could be a nice canvas sneaker, whatever you like. A little tiny bag, because who wants to be holding really big bags full of things when the humidity is 90% and the weather feels like 104 degrees, right? But what I love here the most, and what I find so chic about this, is that she added a red lip, some big black sunglasses, and some beautiful statement earrings. It's sleek, it's chic, she's gonna be comfortable and cool, but she doesn't look boring. I admittedly am not a denim short wearer. However, when I saw this, I definitely reconsidered. The shape of the denim gives it more interest. It's not straight up and down type of, 80s type of vibe. I love this. It is a little 80s actually. It actually is a little 80s, so I take that back. But it's not plain, right? The sling back loafers, amazing, especially if you are living in the city and you don't want to have your toes out. Again, the small bag, because it's 1,000,000 degrees, and who wants to hold a big bag right now, even though I have. This beautiful bag from, I believe, Pauline is a great option. And then the shirt that's opened up a little bit with the matching belt to the loafers is chef's kiss. This is simply a denim pair of shorts with a button-up shirt, but again, not boring, by adding the loafers and actually styling the shirt with the belt. I think this is chef's kiss. Comfortable, cool, you don't have to think about it, and perfect for the end of summer. And if you are a person that loves prints, the best way to zhuzh up your end of the summer outfits are printed dresses and shorts, and pairing it with a very plain button down or t-shirt, and I think this is great. She has just the right amount of accessories in my opinion. These type of bracelets are very on trend right now. An oversized pair of sunglasses and an oversized pair of statement earrings just bring it all together. This is very cute in my opinion, and very easy to wear. So again, because it is the end of the season, I found some great things that are in the short t-shirt, collar shirt category. So these actually are 2 out of many really easy outfit formulas to get you throughout the rest of the summer. Do you have an outfit formula that you have been wearing? Are you tired at this point of thinking about what you're going to wear in this heat? And how ready are you for fall? Like I said, I'm not pushing it. I'm taking it slow. I said that in my last video. So I'm not trying to do too much, but I am definitely preparing for fall. So many things happened this week. It was my wedding anniversary, my dad came to visit, and overall it was just New York City. There's always something to eat, there's always something to do, always something happening. And though I took it a little easier than I normally do, in my opinion, I still feel like I want to share it with you. So this is what I did this week in New York City. Hey girl, hey. So there's a lot happening, but before we get into all that, I told you guys that I had a relatively slow week, not much happened. First we went out to Jones Beach because you guys know I love the beach. And then we also went to the movies, and if you have been with me for a while, you know that when we go to the movies, I go to my fancy food store, and we kind of spend a few hours down there. It was kind of fun. Sometimes just roaming around what I call a fancy food store is one of my favorite things to do, and this one by the Seaport happens to be my favorite. I always find something that I want to try, whether it's new fruit or some type of different tea or sauce. This is one of my favorite places to go. If you've been with me for a while, you know after I go to the movies, we come over here to my fancy food store in the Tin building to get my French butter, and I am devastated because they don't have it. I might just have to get normal butter. God forbid. So we're going to talk about this a little more later, but I have been really just trying to heal my relationship with food, and I figure that the best way to start with that is to buy food that looks pretty. Yeah, I know that sounds ridiculous, but I love pretty things, and for some reason that gets me going. Like my workout things are pretty, stuff like that. I get some fancier food that looks pretty. That's healthy. It might help me with my journey. Like I said, we'll talk about healing my relationship with food a little later, but yeah, let's see what we can find. I always get a little something. It's never like a huge haul, but I would love to show you guys what I do get when I do come to these fancy food stores. Is that a weird haul to do in a vlog? I don't know. Let me know. Then we just kind of walked around for a while, sat down, and enjoyed the day. Now, I love my city with all my heart, but I recently saw a video where some, I believe tourists, rented a boat and were jumping off the boat into the river like they were in Italy, in Capri or someplace like that. I don't understand why anybody would want to jump in this nasty, disgusting water. I don't say many bad things about my city because I love it, but there is no way you would see me in this water. And then as we were leaving, we ran into this. And then just this past weekend, we had a very slow day. I shot some content, and then we just went for a very chill brunch at a diner. When my husband and I were younger, there weren't a lot of places that we can afford to eat. But we knew if we went to a diner, we would be able to afford the food, it would be good, and we would still have money in our pockets. So sometimes it's just nice to come back to a diner and know that we will still have money in our pockets, even though now, as grown-ups, we can afford more. It's just the nostalgia of going to a diner, and this food was actually really, really good. And now, believe it or not, we are on our way to a movie screening called Honey Don't with Chris Evans, if you know Captain America. Captain America. And the dress code was smart casual. I just have on a long dress and a blazer. I was going to show you what I was wearing, but it's raining. If I could find some place to do it, I will. If not, I'll show you somehow. But we're on our way, and yeah, I'm going to take you guys along. Sometimes as influencers, we get invited to movie premieres and movie screenings, and this happened to be a screening and not a premiere, which is fine because I did not want to walk the red carpet again. But this movie was actually really good. It comes out on August 22nd, and in my opinion, definitely worth a watch. Actually almost forgot to tell you guys that we went to see Stranger Things on Broadway, and it was quite the show. If you like Stranger Things the show, you would 100% love this Broadway show. It won a Tony for the special effects, and let me tell you, it was definitely astonishing. It was a bit much for me in some aspects, but if you love the show, I would 100% recommend this. My husband loved it. It was a great experience. Go check it out. And then we decided to try a new restaurant that we've never been to, and we weren't disappointed. Now, we did get here a little late, so we had to rush and order, so we didn't get a full grasp of everything that is on the menu. But what we did get was really good. The place was very well decorated. It was comfortable, the service was good, and the food came out very fast. We got some gnocchi and some mushroom pizza, I believe, and maybe that's why it came out really quickly. But it was actually really good, and we have to go back to explore more of the menu, and we definitely will be back for sure. So we decided to go to Yonkers to see this beautiful, enchanting garden. Do you ever visit someplace and have so many questions? Who made this? Who put this garden together? Where did it come from? How is it still being maintained? I had so many questions being here. Apparently I feel like I've reached the point in videos in August, now we're in August, where in our Fabulous Find section, it's going to be a mixture of summer and fall. In our next few videos, we're talking about transitional outfits, we're talking about fall trends. We're getting into fall towards the end of August. So in this week's Fabulous Fashion Finds, there is a mix of some summer things that are on sale, and then some things I'm looking for fall. So Zara recently came out with a suede collection, and I cannot speak to the quality as of yet because I haven't seen it in person, but I will say that the prices are very good for suede. If you can't find anything in your local thrift store, or you don't want to spend the money on a more expensive brand, Zara has some options. So this is one of the options that I did see that is going to be, first of all, very trendy, even though we know that a suede jacket is just a fall piece. It's not trendy. So if you do spend money on these suede pieces, just know that you will be able to wear them forever, obviously with proper care. They also had this beautiful pink skirt that I will link to, but it was gorgeous. This fuchsia pink suede swing skirt, right up my alley. Totally fabulous. And then I saw this bag on Etsy, and you know that this is so up my alley. It's brown, it's a clutch, it's oversized, and it is leather. It also comes in a smaller size, and if I'm not mistaken, different colors. Yeah, I just checked. It's a beautiful bright red, a beige, and also comes in suede. There are so many options for this. I could definitely see myself wearing this during the fall with like a nice jacket and or blazer. Yes. Yes to Etsy. I will show it to you when it comes in the mail, obviously. Sometimes Etsy takes a while to come in because it's coming from overseas. So when it does come, I will definitely show you. And then these cups are also from Etsy. They're big, they're bold, they are gorgeous. They also come in a silver color, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, they do. Just check. It comes in silver as well. And this is so on trend and bold. And if you are a person that just likes oversized and statement jewelry, this is the bracelet for you. It's not going to be overproduced or mass produced because it's from Etsy. Is one of the reasons why I like some Etsy sellers. And this is just, in my opinion, super fabulous. I love dainty jewelry, but I also really love a statement making piece. So I actually ordered this dress. They have it in this beautiful maroon color and also this champagne type of color. I ordered the maroon simply because I think that will look better on my complexion, but also because I feel like it would be a good transitional piece, is what we're going to talk about in the next video, from summer to fall. It's a very fall color, but a summer dress, right? Imagine throwing a blazer or a leather jacket over this with some boots. That could completely work. It's Zara, so you know, think about it, Zara pricing. But if you are interested, or if you like long skirts for the fall, or even if you're thinking about how to transition things, but like I said, we'll talk about it later, this is a good way to get some of your summer pieces into fall, especially in this beautiful maroon color. Speaking of statement earrings, these are from Cezanne, and this is all one earring. It doesn't look like it needs a piercing, I'm pretty sure, but it looks like it is a ear cuff coupled with another earring, and this is just one of the most innovative, just fashionable, just different things that I've seen in a while. I think this is really cool. I don't think it comes in silver, so if you're a silver girly, this might not be the one for you, but how fabulous is this? I think this is so cool. This is not something that I would normally wear, but I definitely am considering getting it simply because it adds a little bit of zhuzh, especially when I take my braids out and I wear my hair usually in a ponytail or a bun. This will be a statement making piece. I love this. This is from Suzanne, and obviously I will put it in the description box. If you love the Savette bag but don't have or want to spend the Savette money, Cause has come out with a fabulous alternative. In fact, Cause has come out with a few bags that are alternatives to bigger, more expensive brands, and they are decent. This bag comes in, I think, gray and black, and it is made out of suede. Again, this fall is going to be a lot of suede like it was last fall, and pretty much every fall, right? But last fall and this fall, suede was and will be a prominent fall trend. So look out for that. And if you're looking to wrap up your summer, if you're going on a little vacation or going to a little dinner, this dress I think is so cute, from ASOS, who is having a sale on a lot of things, but it is chic, It's comfortable. You can eat as much as you want because it's baggy, which it's supposed to be. Worn with sandals or heels, I think this is a great option for the end of the summer. And if you are a person who likes mohair, if you're a person who likes a clutch, if you're a person that likes something a bit different, a bit chic, this bag is from ASOS and it is real mohair, which is fabulous, and it's all for under $100. If you are freaked out by mohair, I understand that as well. But I think there's something really chic about this bag. Banana Republic is having a up to 40% off sale. I spoke about J. Crew in the last one. Banana Republic is having a very similar sale. This sweater is actually intended for spring, summer, but I feel like you could definitely wear this during the winter, right? And the fall. Just how she's wearing it minus the short. With a shirt under it, some jeans or some trousers or a skirt with boots. There's so many ways to wear this sweater, and it comes in several different colors. I think there's a navy, there is also a pink. Definitely worth checking out the sale. If you are in need of some ballet flats, which is a good thing to have during the fall, especially if you're doing a lot of walking or you have to go to work, these from Nordstrom are a great option. They are by Jeffrey Campbell. They also have a very similar pair at Reformation, almost identical, but the ones at Reformation are a little more expensive and have a little more variety in color and prints. So I will leave those both in the description box as well. But Jeffrey Campbell makes a solid shoe. So these are probably decent quality for the price. Go check it out. It also comes in a different color, or 2 or 3 other colors, I believe. And then these, one of you all told me about, and I ran to the website. These are from Nordstrom Rack. They are Stuart Weitzman. They are originally almost $1,000, $800 to $1,000, right? And they are on sale for $299. I mean, would I have been ridiculous not to buy them? Yeah, like they're on sale. I had to do it. The heel is low, which I love because I can wear it, get more wear out of them, right? I love that they're brown. I don't have a decent pair of brown shoes. I love that I know that they are Stuart Weitzman, so I know they're going to be decent quality. This is a good time to buy things that you know are good quality. Just like my Jimmy Choos I showed in the last video, this is also a fabulous option. So anyway, you guys, that's this week's fabulous fashion finds. Like I said, a mix of fall and the end of the summer. It's time to start thinking about what we're going to be wearing at the end of the summer and how we're going to use those things to transition into fall. It's time to start looking and thinking about our fall wardrobe. I know a few of you have already started shopping, as have I. I would love to know if you have found anything fabulous that we all should be looking for. So in this video, I was showing you guys what I was wearing, and it was a bubble skirt, a bubble dress. And I said, I think I confused a lot of you because I should have been more clear. But I said that, oh, I wish that the dress was not a bubble skirt because the trend is over. And what I meant is the trend is over for me. It's over for me. I have been wearing that trend since last year, maybe 2 years ago. And it is pretty much everywhere now. It's everywhere, and there's nothing wrong with it, nothing at all. But if you've been with me for a while, you know that I'm trying to curate and not collect a whole bunch of things. So I'm really trying to be intentional about what I buy, and that's really what I meant. It is everywhere. So if you love the trend, go for it. It's not that I don't like it. I need basics. Even with the fall, I'm trying to build up things that I know I can wear for a good while. And then I will start incorporating some really good trends. With all that being said, I fell victim to this bubble skirt or this bubble dress that I saw at Zara that I absolutely have to show you. And hopefully you're able to get something from it, right? This is a fashion channel, so I need to be showing you a little bit of my fashion as well. So this is my absolute favorite outfit I wore this week. So this is the dress in question. I said I wasn't doing too trendy things, but I saw this dress online and I was like, oh my goodness, I definitely need this. And I am actually really happy that I got it. The way that it flows when I walk is just amazing. And you guys, it has pockets. It has pockets. Tell me I didn't have to get this. I just paired it with these gold sandals from Nordstrom, my demier bag, which is one of my favorite bags, my gold Brinker and Eliza necklace, which I've also spoken about, and I was ready to go. It's just comfortable, flowy, chic, everything that I love about this dress. I'll leave it in the description box if you're interested. Go check it out. So anyway, guys, that was a lot happening. It was a lot happening in that video, as it usually is. Let me know if you are dreading the fall. Let me know if you have an outfit that you've been wearing on repeat just to get you through the rest of the summer. If you are curating your closet, let me know if you've had your weak times. I've had my weak times this week, and it actually ended up being my favorite outfit that I wore. And have you started shopping for fall? Anyway, you guys, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, like, comment, subscribe, share the video, and I will see you in my next video.